everyone, this is my audience for my presentation.
My name is Victoria Teat, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the American Church. Hopefully by the end of this presentation I'll be able to persuade everyone here to invest in their faith and build a firm foundation on biblical understanding and get into the Word. So I wanted to talk about how churches in American culture and Western culture have become very weak and idle to influences that do not actually come from God. One of the biggest things I've noticed that the enemy tends to do is spiritually drain and starve Christians. And I think that's a really important thing to understand, because in the American churches today, we're seeing so much watered down gospel and so much just craving for something to be spiritual when it isn't, or craving for something to just happen, that is divine. And I think it happens a lot because of that starvation that Christians are going through. And what comes after that is what really wrecks it too. So we're already dealing with a watered down gospel. People don't really understand what they believe. They're already kind of on shifting sands, so to speak. But then you have things come in that seem like they might help with that. So two of those things would be progressive Christianity or the New Apostolic Reformation. These are two very different kinds, but they have their own similarities. So progressive Christianity is basically Christianity that believes, just continuously the faith that we have, the biblical understanding, the roots that we have, they just continue to move and they flow with the world. And that's not healthy for Christians, because we are already craving more of more of God all the time. But when we try to expand what God is, when He's already so big, we tend to forget the boundaries of what is good and evil, and it can be a very messy thing. And so progressive Christianity, it destroys the sanctity that's there in Christianity and the holiness. It reaches out and grabs onto things that are not of God. Now the other one is the New Apostolic Reformation, or Word of Faith. And this is another thing that the enemy tends to come in, and he wants to take what spiritual starvation Christians have, and he's going to introduce some spirituality to it. So what the New Apostolic Reformation does, or the NAR, is they go and they say, oh, well, the pagans or the occult or whatever spiritual group that is not of God, that is inherently demonic, but they don't understand that necessarily because they've been persuaded to see otherwise. And it takes those things and it says, oh, we need to take these things back. And so this is where Word of Faith comes in, which is just Word of Faith comes in, which basically tells us to manifest things. And manifestation is, of course, as we know from the Bible, not of God. So it's very important to be able to differentiate and distinguish what is from the Bible and what is not. So that's where reading your Bible and grounding yourself and rooting yourself in the Word is really important. That's all. Thank you so much.